Hello everyone, I'm once again joined by my father. Say hi, Dad.
Hi, everybody.
In today's video, we're going to be looking at the sequel to King Kong. After the success of the first movie, the studio immediately pushed to have a sequel to King Kong made right away, and they wanted this film to be released a few months around the Christmas season. What do you think of the sequel, The Son of Kong?
Well, it has potential. Unfortunately, it's too short, and the characters, the plot, it's too underdeveloped. It goes by too quickly, and really is not satisfying. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't hate this one. I feel like I agree. There's potential, but the problem is it was just like rushed too quickly. Just when you think you're about like getting like into the meat and potatoes of this movie, all of a sudden it ends too fast, too soon.
Right.
I mean, I think it's interesting to see like Carl Denham's character, like how like after the first film where he feels like bad after this the Kong disaster, and everyone is like on his tail because a lot of people died from the last movie, and we see how like this is somewhat like redemption for him, like what he does like in this movie compared to the last movie when he was like trying to make money. Now he's like trying to like fix the problem. What he basically learns, like comes to his senses and learns from his mistake. But again, it's just rushed too fast for this movie.
It is, and I also did not like the fact that they made the Son of Kong more comical.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
And it was kind of corny.
It was. It was. Like compared to like the first film, Kong was like, vicious, scary, and mean. But he's a little bit too, like you said, comical. And he's also just a little bit too like cute, like
right.
Yeah, too cute. He's not like very like mad or mean like his father is. Not like father like son.
Right.
Yeah, and also, in case you're wondering, how is it that Kong had a song in the last film that we do not know about? Do you really want to know that? There's no explanation about like whether King Kong had like a wife or something, or who knows.
Yeah. And it's also an assumption that that's King Kong's son.
Yeah, despite that, he doesn't even look anything close to.
I know.
Yeah.
So where's the mom?
Yeah, exactly. What, there was no mother of Kong after? I thought it was funny, like how like when he fights a dinosaur, Carl Denham's like like stitching up his middle finger, but when you think about it, that's his way of saying like blank you for killing my father.
Right. That scene actually, I thought technically was really well done.
Right.
Because they had a superimposed mechanical hand.
Right.
With the projection of Kong, and they wrapped the thing around his finger with Denham, wrapping it around his finger. But the way that scene was done was really, really well done, I thought. And there is some good animation in it.
There is.
Like there's a scene where I believe it's a Styracosaurus that where they get caught in that little cave area.
Right, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I thought that was really well done.
That was.
Yeah.
It just saddens me. There's like not much like stop motion animation like the first movie had, and it's not like as it's not as like magical, or it's not as like complex like the first film was.
Right.
Yeah.
It's nice. It gives Carl Denham. You see a soft side of him.
Yeah.
He falls in love with somebody.
Yeah. What did you think of her character?
No, she was okay, and I think there was potential there.
Right.
That she could have been developed more.
Yeah.
With a longer movie.
I just think if this film like did not have like a fast paced production, it could have been. I mean, would have been great or top the first film. No, but it could have been a decent, solid movie.
Yeah. Of interest is that there was a scene where they wanted to have the characters running amidst these dinosaurs that were like in a herd, and they would be like avoiding the big footsteps of these dinosaurs.
The big brawl and the big stampede of dinosaurs.
Interestingly, Peter Jackson did that scene, in the remake of King Kong.
Right. Yeah.
So they ran out of money basically, and they scrapped that. But that would have been, it would have been another thing that would have, I'm sure the animation would have been superb with that.
It probably would have, but that's, like I said, that's the problem with this film. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
Everything is rushed. It's not given like a proper story, and it's not given like proper character arc development. And like I said, there's just not enough like stop motion animation like with the first film like offered.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing too about this film too, I just when you think like you're about like being invested in it, it ends like too fast. Like how like when like like up until like the end, like when Son of Kong saves Carl Denham, and it just shows how like like again how fast this movie is, and it's just really it's depressing to see that.
Yeah, I mean that was a very touching scene,
right?
And if there was more of a story to it, that would have been more effective.
Yeah, and the other thing too is I think it was either I don't remember who, whether it was Marion C. Cooper or
Ernest Schoedsack.
During the making of this film, he went through like such tragedy during the making of this film. How it was his wife, like she killed his children, and she almost tried to commit suicide. Then she was in a mental institution for years, and he visited her a lot, like up until she died.
Yeah, that was a huge event in his life.
Yeah,
that really must have affected his ability.
Yeah,
to work.
Sorry about that little minor interruption. Yeah, that death of his kids really have negatively impacted him for this film,
and his wife's illness.
Yeah, because sometimes like something like that can really it can really affect like a guy's personal life and his work performance.
Yeah, I can't imagine what he went through.
No, I can't either. Any other thoughts about this film that comes to mind? What makes it not work that effective?
No, I think that just about says it.
Let's just say this is a film that watching it for this review, definitely not a rewatchable material like the first King Kong film. This is probably a film I'm never gonna go back to rewatch unless if I'm in a specific mood to watch it for no reason. Sometimes if I wanted to watch sort of something different, but nothing really that 100% different.
Right.
Yeah. All right, I guess that wraps up the video. We'll see you next time for more Kong reviews. Stay tuned.
Okay, take care.